medicines and everything, but he could not cure Radharani. So he told everyone how to go outside because he said he's to call the snake to get the poison out from the snake, from Radharani's body. The snake was sucked back out. The everybody went out, and the Krishna called the snake. The snake that I cannot do that. I came here to kill kill the Katila. Then why did so Krishna was asking then why did you buy Radharani? She said I was thinking to buy Abhimanyu, but then I thought that Abhimanyu that Radharani, so I'm with Radharani, and then I'll be Abhimanyu, and then Kutila will feel sad about losing her son, and she will die. That was Snake's plan.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, you remember so good. Thank you, Sonakshi ji. And then um, they will agree that Radharani can go cook for Krishna,
Yeah,
and then they won't stop.
they said that they won't pick Ella Radharani anymore, and he can cook for Krishna.
Yes, yes. Very good. Nice, nice narration, Sonakshi ji. Okay. Then the last two pastimes we discussed about, Krishna meeting Radharani after 100 years, after he went to Dwaraka, and then Krishna leaving, Radharani leaving the Bhumandala and going to Goloka. So leaving Bhuloka Vrindavan and going to Goloka Vrindavan. So we discussed these two pastimes. Anybody wants to mention any other details on this? No, there was a Ashwamedha Yagya in Dwaraka, and the horse was running everywhere, and then Nanda Maharaj took the horse so that Krishna will come visit. And when Krishna visited, he was very happy. And then after Krishna saw his parents, Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda Mai, the Gopa boys, then he went to meet Radharani. Radharani was saying, I really missed you. Where were you? You said you'll come back early. And then Krishna said, well, I'm always with you, and pacified Radharani. And then there was a rasa dance.
And then he said, I think love apart is stronger than love with each other.
Yeah. Very good. And then this is when Radharani and Krishna come to Siddhashram, and then Radharani and the gopis all are told like now your time has come to leave, and then a big chariot comes from Goloka Vrindavan and takes all the gopis and Radharani back to Goloka. They don't have to like change their bodies or anything because their body itself is spiritual body. So they all went back home, back to Godhead. So that's where we stopped last week. So we'll start with the glories of the gopis. Okay. So there was this Krishna wanted to show who is the greatest devotee of him. So when one day Narada Muni was visiting Dwaraka, so this is during the 100 years where Krishna was not going to Vrindavan. He was taking care of the kingdom in Dwaraka and helping the Pandavas. And during that time, one day when Krishna was in Dwaraka, Narada Muni wanted to see Krishna, because Narada Muni is always saying Narayana, Narayana. He's a Deva Rishi, and he wanted to see Krishna. So he came and saw Krishna, but Krishna, he was acting a pastime, doing a pastime. So he said, oh, I have a big headache. And then Narada Muni said, oh, what can I do? So Krishna said, this headache can be cured only if I get the dust from the feet of my devotee. So whichever devotee can give the dust, take the dirt from the sole of their feet, sole meaning not SOUL, SOLE. So take the feet dust from there and give it to me. I'll put it on my forehead. Then only my headache will go away. And then Narada Muni thought, oh, who can I get this from? So he suddenly he ran to Rukmini Devi, Krishna's wife in Dwaraka, the principal wife, the first wife. And then he went to Satyabhama, then he went to Jambavati, he went to all the wives, but nobody was willing to give the dust of their feet. They said, oh, Krishna is the Supreme Lord. How do you think I can put the dust from my feet on Krishna's head? I will go to hell for doing such a very, very bad act. How do you think I can do that? We cannot do that. He is our Prananatha. He is our husband. We cannot make him touch the dust of our feet. So then Narada Muni thought, oh, who should I go to? Then he went to Brahma, Shiva, and all of them said, oh, to Supreme Lord, we cannot take the dirt from our feet to give it to you. We don't want to suffer for that bad action. So then Narada Muni, but Krishna said, before evening you have to bring it, otherwise I will be in big trouble. I'll have to leave this body. Krishna had told Narada Muni. So Narada Muni was getting very nervous. So he went to many devotees. He went to the big sages in the Himalayas. Nobody was willing to give dust of their feet.
There's Radharani tribe. The people
Very
are
nice,
Radharani.
Sonakshi ji. Yes, yes. So what happened was, then he came back to Krishna and said, "Oh, I asked all your devotees. Nobody is willing to give. I'm getting very nervous." Then Krishna said, "Hey, did you go to Vrindavan and ask the gopis?" He said, "Oh, no, no, no. Let me do that." He was thinking the gopis are like simple cowherd girls. They may not be the greatest devotees. So then Narada Muni went, and then Radharani and gopis were very sad, thinking about Krishna and crying. They were sitting in the direction of Dwaraka and thinking about him. And at that time, Narada Muni came, and they immediately got up and paid obeisance to Narada Muni and said, "How are you? What can I do for you? How can we serve you?" And Narada Muni said, I'm coming from Krishna. And as soon as they heard the name Krishna, they were so happy. Oh, Krishna, how's he? How's he? Everything is good. Then he said, oh no, Krishna has a headache, and the only way to cure the headache is to get the dust from the feet of devotees. And the gopi said, oh, what is there in that? I don't know if we are devotees, but we can give you as much dust as you want. So everybody kind of took all the dust from their feet and gave it to Narada Muni. And Narada Muni was bewildered. Oh, how are these people devotees? They don't. They want to put even their dust on Krishna. So he was a little curious. He was happy that he got the dust, and while he was going, he said, "Can I ask you a question? You know the consequence of having putting the dust from your feet on the Supreme Lord. Do you know what will happen? You might have to go to hell for this." And then the gopi said, "Oh, that's okay. We are willing to go to hell if Krishna can cure his headache even for a minute." So Narada Muni understood that the gopis are so in love with Krishna, they don't really want anything for themselves. They're willing to even go to hell if Krishna can be happy. So Narada Muni came back to Krishna, and then Krishna told, "Oh, okay, now you understood who are my best devotees." And Krishna didn't really, take the dust, and Krishna was just showing Narada Muni that who is the best devotee in the world. And then he also told Narada Muni, "Hey Narada, I told you first about my headache, but you didn't take the dust of your lotus feet and give it to me. You went all the way around, and you had to go and find the gopis to cure my headache." So then Krishna was just proving to everyone that the gopis and Radharani are the highest devotees for Krishna. Okay, so next few pastimes we are going to discuss about Radharani's blessings for devotees, how she reciprocates to devotees, how she showed her mercy to certain devotees. So first we are going to discuss about one special devotee called Rupa Goswami, Rupa. So Rupa Goswami is one of the 6 Goswamis, and he is a very exalted devotee. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had told him to go to Vrindavan and find the places of Krishna's pastimes. So he's the one who revealed. He and all the 6 Goswamis actually revealed the deities which were hidden at many places. So those pastimes we can discuss later. But this one is where Radharani herself came. So this happened only 500 years ago, but Krishna and Radharani were in this world. They appeared 5,000 years ago. So this is way after Krishna left and Radharani left the planet, Earth planet. This is when Rupa Goswami was on earth, who was very great devotee. So he used to sit on a on the bark of a tree called it's called Ter Kadamba. So he used to sit here, write, chant, worship the Lord all the time. So when he was doing that, his brother Sanatan, he's an older brother of Rupa Goswami. So when Sanatan came, Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami used to discuss about Krishna's pastimes and write and read about Krishna, and they were always immersed in spiritual activities on this tree. But then Rupa Goswami was thinking, oh, my brother is here, I have nothing to offer him. I wish I could make something for him. And then what happened was a young little girl came with rice, milk, and sugar, and she so these two were very engrossed in their discussion. They said, oh, you can do whatever you want, thank you for bringing it, you can keep it on the side. But this little girl, she started cooking the sweet rice, and then she made the sweet rice, and then she gave it to Rupa Goswami and said, oh, my mother is looking for me, I have to leave. So then she said, I have to leave, why don't you offer this to Krishna and then make it prasadam and have it. So then they offered it to Krishna after their worship was complete, and then they Rupa Goswami gave some kheer to Sanatan Goswami from this pot that this little girl made. And when Sanatan Goswami tasted it, it was the best he has ever tasted. He had gone to Jagannath Puri and everywhere, and this was even better than any of the ever sweet rice he had ever tasted. And then he realized that little girl was none other than Srimati Radharani, who is the best cook in the world. You remember that pastime where Durvasa Muni had blessed her, and so that is why Radharani came, and then Sanatan Goswami said, "Oh, Rupa Goswami, what did you think while we were worshipping?" So Rupa Goswami said, "Yes, I was thinking, oh, brother is here, I have to offer him some food, and I didn't make anything for him." Then Sanatan Goswami kind of chastises Rupa Goswami and says, "Oh, please never think like that. You should go out and get food if you want it. Never think that, oh, if I wish I had this." That's why Radharani, who is the Supreme Lord, came all the way to help you. We shouldn't be accepting service from the Lord. We should be serving the Lord, but she herself came to do this. So next time, even if you don't have anything, you can go begging, but don't think that I wish I had this. So this is a wonderful pastime where Radharani came to help her devotees. So that is the greatness of the Lord, because the devotees want to serve the Lord and the Lord wants to serve the devotees all the time. Okay, so that's the story of Radharani reciprocating. This is another story where there is this book called Radha Stava, written by Rupa Goswami. Same person who was under the Ter Kadamba tree, he wrote this book. And in that book, he is described Radharani's hair as very nice hair, and it shines like the hood of a serpent. So Raghunath Goswami was thinking, oh, how can the hair look like the hood of a serpent? And he was thinking like that. And then in the distance, this is another Goswami. Okay, this is Raghunatha Das Goswami. He's one of the six Goswamis, but this is not Rupa Goswami. So he was just wondering why did Rupa Goswami write like that, and he was looking out of the window, and he saw some girls sitting, and their back were. He could only see not from front. The window was such that he could see all these girls sitting on the swing, and one girl was sitting on the swing. And then when he was looking at the hair, it looked nicely braided, and then he thought, oh, there's a black snake on the girl. Let me go tell her. And he ran out of the house, and came and said, oh, there's a snake. Silly girl, you're swinging and you're letting the snake on your head. The snake will bite you. And then when he reached close by, he when he saw that, there was no snake. It was just the hair nicely braided, and it was looking very shiny and beautiful. And uh, and then when he turned away and then looked back, all of them were gone. He didn't see any. And then he realized it was none other than Srimati Radharani and the Sakhis who had come to show that Radharani's hair shines like the hood of a serpent. So that's one other. And this, you know, I'll show you the verse. I looked it up. Um, this I don't know if we sang this, but here in one of the verses, here, see, O Queen, whose necklace jewel is like the jewel on the head of your torso hair serpent. So this is the verse he was reading. This is verse 8 of this Chatu Pushpanjali written by Rupa Goswami. See, this was what he was reading, and he was a little confused. And the Lord Radharani came by herself to show that, to prove that her devotees' writings are true. Okay, so that is another pastime. And then today's last pastime is about a jackal. So this is during the time where Radharani and Krishna were here in this planet. So 5,000 years ago, there was a jackal who was come to Vrindavan, and jackal was running around, and all the Gopa boys, not Krishna, a few mischievous Gopa boys were chasing the jackal, and then the jackal went into the hole, and then they said, oh, we have to get this jackal out. So they set fire onto the hole, and the jackal didn't know what to do, and the jackal had to come out, and when it came out, it got burns on its body. And at that time, Radharani and the Sakhis were passing by. They were going to do their Surya Puja that Radharani does. And the gopis came and said, oh, this poor jackal was caught in this mischief, and it has burned its body. Radharani, poor jackal. And the jackal came to Radharani and was weeping, and fell on Radharani's feet. And Radharani is so merciful. She stroked on the head slowly. He was stroking like that, and the jackal left the body, but then the jackal became a gopi in Goloka Vrindavan. So this jackal was just an animal, and to get to go back to Vrindavan, Goloka Vrindavan, one has to first go through all these different life forms, reach a human life form, then not only be in a human life form, you should become a devotee, and then you should be fully Krishna conscious. Then only you can go back to Goloka Vrindavan. So see Radharani's mercy. She even promoted this this animal because she's so merciful to go back home, back to Godhead. Okay, so that those are the merciful stories of Radharani that we'll cover today. And this month is Damodar month, and it is very special. So any spiritual activity you can do, any chanting you can do, will really help you. So try to do at least one round every day. Those who are not chanting, those who are chanting, try to increase your rounds, and that will really help you. Okay, so that brings us to the Kahoot part of our.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
Prabhuji, since we are having our exams, we are only able to chant one round. Is that all right?
Yeah. You can be steady in one round, and then whenever you get more time, you can do more. Okay. Very good.
Okay.
Prabhuji, now I do 10 rounds.
Very
10
good.
rounds,
Very
okay.
nice, Tarunji. Yes, you're an
Sometimes
inspiration
12
for
or
them. Yeah, that's good. This is the month to increase. This month is there till November 9th. So whenever you get time, if you do a little bit more, that'll really help you. Okay. Okay, the game pin is 9537366. Okay, Radharani is in already. I don't know. I don't know who this I don't know is. Okay, where is everyone? Okay, Gimmer. There are some very special people on the Kahoot today. Is everybody in? We have 5.
No.
I think
Prabhuji, no.
joining.
Yes, Tarunji is joining.
And then Meenakshi and Ishwarji are joining. Can you just scan this QR code
Yeah.
to get in? Yeah. If you guys are having trouble putting the pin in, you can just scan the barcode. Here.
It's QR code.
Yeah, that one.
Looks like
Prabhuji,
I can-
no.
Okay, I'll make it bigger if you want to scan this.
I can do it. I can do it. Wait a minute. Just network issues.
Oh, Tarunji, sorry.
You can just take your photo and scan it, but if
No.
that's not working, then
Okay,
Yes.
you
Now,
can. Oh, you want it?
no. 9537366 Yes, done. Done. It is done. Just a minute. TARUN. Yes, done, Pooji.
Yay! Okay, so you have 2 screens or 2 devices, or you gotta do split screen for the 2 windows. Okay.
Right.
All right, we have a quorum. We have 7 devotees. Very good. Let's start. Srimati Radharani Stories of Her Mercy. Who were the only devotees willing to offer dust of their feet to cure Krishna's headache? Devas, Pandavas, sages, gopis. Yeah, everybody got it right. Very good. I'm successful. Okay, Radha is first. I don't know. Santosh, Ishwar Ji, and then Gimmer. There's not many questions today. There's 6 questions. 1 is over. Okay. Where was Rupa Goswami's spot where he worshipped the Lord? Ter Kadamba, Radha Kunda, Nandagram, Yavat. Yes, it's Ter Kadamba. So it's actually a place between Nandagram and Yavat. Okay. Okay, Santoshji is in first place. Very good. Now, when you go to Vrindavan, you can remember all these places we have discussed so far and everything. When you go there and when somebody explains it, it might remind you, oh, I have learned this before. That's very good. Okay. Who was Rupa Goswami's older brother who visited Ter Kadamba to worship with him? Raghunath Das, Jiva, Sanatana, Krishna. Yes, Sanatan Goswami. Very good. Oh, look, Tarunji is on fire. He is the last to join, but he's on 3rd place now. Okay, what did the little girl bring Rupa Goswami while he was with Sanatana? Rice, sugar, milk, all of the above. All of the above, right. So, some of you just saw rice and checked it to be fast, but this was a trick question. Okay.
You have to go through each answer before you can click one, or else you'll get it wrong.
Maybe read 2 of them. Like if both of them are correct, then go to the 3 and 4. Okay, so Santoshji is first place. I don't know. Radha, Tarun, Gimmer. Okay, who wrote Stavamala that described Radharani's hair as the hood of a serpent? Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Rupa Goswami. Yes, very good. Yeah, so one person unknowingly put Raghunatha. Raghunatha was reading this bhajan by Rupa Goswami. So, but I think you are in the right direction. Very good. Last question. What was the wild animal chased by boys of Vrindavan and set on fire that got the mercy of Srimati Radharani? Tiger, jackal, dog, lion. Jackal. Everybody got it right. So all of you are winners. The podium, 3rd place goes to Radha. 2nd place goes to I don't know. And 1st place goes to Santoshi. Yay! And 4th place is Tarunji. 5th is Gimmer. Okay. Hey, so I don't know. Is that Nitinji?
Santosh, it was Santoshi.
No.
I know it was me.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I know.
And Santosh.
Yeah. So both brothers are 1st and 2nd place. How good is that? Just like Rupa and Sanatan. They had a good pastime with Radharani. So very good, both of you. And Radha is who?
Me. I was pretending to be I don't know, but that was Nitinji.
Yes, yes. So all of you played real well, and all of you are doing so well coming to this. So we have 5 more minutes. Does everybody have a prayer beads? Beads like this? Does anybody have? So maybe we can
Yes,
use
Prabhuji.
6 minutes to chant together, because if you chant one round during Kartik, it will really help you. So we can't hear you, Ishwarji. So
Prabhuji, can you please wait for a minute?
yes. So all of you get your beads. Let's chant together one round, and then we'll
I
end
don't
the
think
class
we
for this.
have them.
You don't have them?
I never saw anything like that.
Oh, you don't have any beads, Sonakshi ji?
No, I
Okay.
never saw anything like that.
Okay. So you can count with your hands then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then do that 10 times. That's 100. And then do eight more times, and that is 108. Okay. Or you can just repeat when we are all chanting. So everybody got their beads?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, let's start then. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhudale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare. Very good. So we have 3 devotees left on the call. Everybody else left, but we did one round. So we took about 10 minutes to do this round. So I do 16 rounds every day. So I'm able to move one round down now. So I keep tabs of how many I chanted with this counter beads. So you can get these beads anywhere, like in a ISKCON temple.
Does it come with the Japamala?
No, you have to get the counter beads. So then once you finish one round, you can move one of these colorful beads down to understand how many you chanted. But this is mantra meditation, right? Like instead of just focusing on closing your eyes and focusing, all you have to do is to listen to what you're saying when you say the Hare Krishna mantra, and it is very easy. So this is called mantra meditation. It will make you very peaceful and happy, and any problems will all get solved if you chant every day. So all of you try to chant at least one round and slowly increase it, and get to 16 when you have more time. Okay, thank you so much. Sonakshi ji, if you don't have a Japamala, I can send it to you. You should give me your address. I'll post it to you so that you can have a Japamala. But it's very good that you have been on the call listening all this time, because hearing is also very nice. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Sonakshi ji. Vancha kalpada rupascha kripa sindhupi evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Thank you very much.